The world is slowly healing. Woke is canceled, and slowly but surely, companies are bringing normalcy back. In fact, one of the wokest companies out there, Remedy Entertainment, just made a huge change that I think is a good look on their company. So apparently, Sweet Baby Client, mind you, Remedy Entertainment has overhauled their hiring process. They're ending mandatory pronoun declarations, and this is part of their job application thing where you'll see a list of your preferred pronouns and all this bullshit. For me, again, like I said, this is a return to normalcy. Seeing stupid stuff like Z and ZA and whatever the hell you want to see on your job application just because you want to conform to political correctness and snowflake behavior so you don't offend anybody is lunacy. And Sweet Baby Inc. being a client or a partner with this company says all. I mean, they've been under fire because Alan Wake 2 underperformed, especially because anything that Sweet Baby Inc., with exceptions of like Marvel stuff and God of War, has completely failed. That's especially this last year. You don't want to have Sweet Baby Inc. even named next to your video game at this point. But this is huge. I think, to me, this shows that they're going to be removing unnecessary wokeness from the workspace. And I think that goes a long way with making a company great again, to coin a phrase. So let's look at this article from the Park Place. They're also going to mention Smash JT, which we're going to look at his article as well. And I love 2024. This has been such a great year for anti-woke stuff. Let's continue. It says Remedy Entertainment, a well-known client of Sweet Baby Inc. and the studio behind the Alan Wake series, removed mandatory pronoun selection from its job applications, according to a report from Smash JT. So, on paper, Remedy Entertainment seems like the last gaming company that would reject divisive and exclusionary hiring practices. So, yeah, I mean, this is a big step. For Remedy Entertainment to do this speaks volumes. And honestly, this has done a little bit of a redemption, in my opinion, for that company. I was kind of a little soured on them, I'll admit, 110%. So it says the Sweet Baby Inc. client has a long-standing history of advocating against straight white males working in the gaming industry, which we've uncovered tweets in the past and things that this company has had come to light, unfortunately. Now, this talks about Smash's video. It says, according to YouTuber Smash JT, the Alan Wake developer has taken a step towards actual inclusive hiring by removing mandatory pronoun selection from employment applications. And you notice that this article from Park Place says actual inclusive hiring. That's because this DEI stuff that proclaims to be diverse and it promotes diversity, it's not. It's exclusionary, because if you don't comply with actual pronouns and all that bullshit, you get excluded. You get discriminated against. You get what's going over at Obsidian right now and the whole Avowed team, where they discriminated openly against crusty white guys. That's actually going to backfire on them. So they do link to Smash's video. Shout out to them. We're going to look at his article in a minute. This goes on to say the developer made news when Alan Wake 2 community manager Vita Starcivic expressed frustration with influencer agencies that pitch games featuring wall-to-wall white men. It's always about the white guy hate with these people. Starcivic, who apparently still works at Remedy, has frequently spoken out about implementing racial and gender quotas in the gaming industry. And that's, again, it's all this identity politics that they play. It's, we hate straight white guys. We need labels on all of our people. And again, it's exclusionary. Diversity is exclusionary. The company also worked extensively with Kim Belair's Sweet Baby Inc., and you're well aware who Sweet Baby Inc. is at this point, a narrative consultancy firm known for pushing DEI narrative elements into AAA games. This includes God of War, Spider-Man 2, Suicide Squad, which was basically the game that kicked off Gamergate 2.0 when Mercante and Kotaku made that article that basically has caused all this chaos, and now that game is dead. And Remedy Entertainment's commercial flop Alan Wake 2, which I played on stream and reviewed on my channel if you guys want to go check that out. Alan Wake, the original game, had a lot of fucking amazing stuff about it, and then I was stoked for Alan Wake 2, and they just dropped the ball on it. It had its moments, but overall, garbage game. So This is what Smash said in his article, which we're going to look here. While Alan Wake 2 received critical praise, there's not much financial success that comes from that these days. And that's right. Virtue signaling cannot be exchanged at banks for cash. It failed to connect with players who actually purchased games. The disconnect here was clearly exacerbated by the game's controversial marketing and narrative choices, rumored race swap protagonists, and other story directions that alienated portions of the fan base Remedy once so effortlessly captivated. And that's right. All these games want to virtue signal. They want to moral grandstand. They want to be like, hey, look, guys, we're catering to this modern audience that, guess what, does not exist. You're doing all of this for ESG points and DEI clout, and to this modern audience, it's a small percentage, and you're alienating all of your consumers, whether you realize it or not. As soon as companies realize that catering to this modern audience is a bad thing, that you should just go for your main demographic and focus on making your customer happy, you'll be selling millions of copies. Think of how Alan Wake could have been if they wouldn't have tried to go woke with it at all. Ooh, you guys just say woke to everything you hate. Guess what? That's what it exactly is. You're trying to be awake and acknowledge all these fucking everybody has to be represented and have a safe space, and it's so goddamn motherfucking cringy at this point. Now, continuing on right here, it says it seems things might be changing at Remedy. An anonymous insider contacted Smash JT, alerting him to a hiring policy change that removes pronoun selection from the application process. So here's a screenshot. And you can see it's where it says your pronouns. So you have your resume and cover letter, full name, pronouns. This was the original, right? This was the hiring process. You got he, him, she, her, they, them, them, her, ave, them, her, her, and who. I've literally, maybe it's because I'm in Texas, I've literally never heard anybody do anything but the top row. He, him, she, her, and they, them. Anything else? No. Okay? And even then, I think they, them could be plural. Like, I'm Southern, so I can say, hey, look at them. Look at them. Oh, they went to the bathroom. To me, that's not a preferred pronoun. That's just a generic blanket statement that could be used for anything. Like, y'all, they, you all, them. Like, okay? I've heard people in the past say, don't call them a them. Guess what? Them, to me, is just whatever. It's not a pronoun that is a gender preferred pronoun. But some people don't understand how pronouns and imagination work, which is why we have all this bullshit here. Continuing on, it says the original application seen above had the usual he, him, blah, blah, blah. However, their current application removes this feature entirely. So here's a screenshot of the current. And you know what? That's a small thing that speaks tons of volumes, in my opinion. Huge. A huge fucking change for a woke-ass company that has Sweet Baby Inc. involved in them. Does this mean Sweet Baby Inc. is no longer working with them after this new year? I don't know. That's speculation, but that speaks immense volume. And I'm actually proud of them. Unless they're going to update their website and put this back in somehow. Right now, this is huge. So continuing on, it says the updated application simply asks for your name, email, phone number, and resume while providing a box in which the applicant can include a message like a cover letter. And Smash goes on to say, while the removal of pronouns from job applications is finally a step in the right direction, it remains to be seen if Remedy's hiring practices will actually reflect a genuine shift back to prioritizing talent and skill over ideological quotas. If Remedy wants to preserve its legacy and financial viability, these changes must continue to happen. So, good on them. So, Smash has a little bit more of opinion and commentary than the Park Place article did. And shout-outs to Smash. Again, I think he writes banger articles. He's definitely come a long way. I've known him for years. So, it's not exactly glazing when I use him as a source. I think he's hits the nail on the head a lot. I share a lot of the same sentiments with him. And you know what? I'm gonna use him as a source. Help a friend out that I've known for years. So right here, he comes out the gate saying big changes are happening at Remedy Games after Alan Wake 2 failure. A positive sign for the game dev community. And again, when you think of like Firewalk Studios and other places like Red Thread Games, where it's just this toxic, woke community that's fostered against this whole echo chamber idea. It's good to see companies stepping out of that wokeness zone. So he says, let's be clear here. Based off the actions of Remedy Entertainment over the past year or so, I don't like Remedy and they don't like me, but that doesn't mean things can never change. I personally don't have a personal issue with a development studio, but I think this goes a little ways. Okay, I don't know if anybody at Remedy hates me. I don't know if I'm even blocked by them. I haven't checked, but I did play and got a code. I got a code for Alan Wake 2, a review copy last year. So this goes on to say that it appears that they're undergoing significant internal changes following the commercial failure of it. And an insider who they've been sworn to secrecy has tipped them off that the current corporate culture is undergoing some changes for the better, and perhaps Remedy itself has a chance to survive. Smash says he's personally verified the changes happening, and hopefully this isn't too little too late. I don't think it's too little too late. Did they lose a lot of money off of Alan Wake 2? Sure. But I think Alan Wake is a big enough franchise to where they could make good with it. A proper game that highlights everything that was great about the OG, takes away the woke shit, maybe even bring back Control in some sort of fashion. I think there's still hope. I think there's hope for a lot of companies, even Ubisoft at this point. And, you know, get rid of Sweet Baby Inc. That's step fucking one, honestly. Get rid of Sweet Baby Inc. So going on, it says, for game developers and studios frustrated with the industry's increasing focus on identity politics over quality storytelling, this massive update signals to everyone that a desperate course correction is already hopefully well underway. And I agree. I think this is a sign. I hope we see a domino effect here of more companies taking a stand against wokeness. Now, here's some of the history right here. It says Remedy Entertainment has been swimming in a cesspool of industry positive toxicity over the past year or so, and in doing, they managed to enrage the very customers looking to buy their games. It wasn't the best strategy, and thankfully times might be changing. So here's Sam Lake, the creative director of Remedy, who made a donation to Trans Lifeline, which is an organization embroiled in controversy and scams that Smash has covered, I've covered, Hypnotics. Literally every rage bait grifter has made a video about it, calling it out. And of course, they were involved with Alyssa Mercante. She did a charity stream for Trans Lifeline. Now, let me be clear. When we say that Trans Lifeline is a scam, we're not saying that she was included and involved with the scam. We're saying that the charity itself has questionable stuff. So don't try to say, oh, you guys are lying about her and all this. So you can see here's a screenshot where Sam Lake announced that he made his dono during the fundraiser held by Alyssa. And Smash says Sam Lake not only donated, but donated to Alyssa Mercante stream the charity being run, letting everybody know publicly that he was supporting her and her cause. And again, that probably didn't do Remedy any justice. Then we have Vita Starcevic, who infamously expressed her frustrations with influencer agencies sending her pitches featuring wall-to-wall white men. So we covered this also, where she was all upset and that white guys were constantly getting influencer pitches and stuff like that. Like, she's one of those types of people that hates the white man, right? Like that thing on Howard Stern's Private Parts, kill, kill, kill the white man. What was that little fucking quote here? So yeah, and she's apparently been vocal about her strong belief in implementing racial and gender quotas. So just like Matt Hansen at Obsidian Entertainment, there's too many crusty white guys in the industry. This is one of those people. And she urged agencies to do better and at the same time completely alienated most of the player base and fueled controversy over at Remedy with her blatant racism. Guess what? People don't like that. Even non-white people like myself. I'm Hispanic. I'm Mexican. I don't like when you're trying to be exclusionary to somebody just because they're not a wokey. Okay? Just because they're a white person. You literally alienate a good chunk of your fan base. Not just that, it's not a good look. It's not. So Smash goes on to say that they were involved with Sweet Baby. I was going to say Smash Baby. Sweet Baby Inc., which, of course, we're all familiar with what these guys do. And apparently they worked on the character arc, the voice and sensitivity of it. And that alone is enough to alienate people. Look at Suicide Squad. Look at everything else that Sweet Baby Inc. has touched this year. Says their consulting often leads projects burdened with debt and messaging that alienates players, and Alan Wake 2 is no exception. A year after its release, the title has yet to turn a profit, which is facts. We've actually reported on that. Almost 2 years, honestly. It's going to be 2 years, like it's like a year and a half almost, or just a little over a year. I think year and like give or take a couple months. You still haven't turned a profit. That's yikes. So you see, at the time of publishing, when they did the half-year financial report, it sold 1.3 million units by February 2024, as highlighted in their business review. And the game has not yet generated a positive income for Remedy. That the CEO acknowledged that higher development fees from other projects like Max Payne 1 and 2 remakes have thankfully kept the company afloat. So a remake kept a company afloat instead of a brand new game with one of their biggest IPs. So while Alan Wake 2 received critical praise, there's not much financial success that comes from that these days. The disconnect here was clearly exasperated, which we already said this, with the controversial marketing, the narrative choices, Sweet Baby Inc. being involved. So again, he touches on how the direct response to their financial struggles is that they've quietly made changes back towards prioritizing merit and talent. So hire the right people. Don't just be like, oh, I need to hire this people because it fills in check boxes. Oh, I need to hire people because we need to be diverse. No white people. We need people of color. We need natives. We need Mexicans. We need gays, bis. Like, just hire the best qualified people so you make the best product you can make. How is that hard? So Wayback Machine, he even went back and looked at the Wayback Machine. So good research here. More than what I personally fucking do, but good research here. And yeah, now all the stuff is gone. So I'm hoping that this just wasn't because they're updating stuff and changing things. I really want this to be a sign of the times. I really want this to be because Remedy Entertainment has seen the light. So I'm going to be holding my breath on that, if I'm going to be completely fucking honest, because let's be real, no matter what, especially this day and age, even with Trump coming into office, there's always going to be this percentage of people that just, they're infected with it, guys. They're absolutely infected with it. And there's no help for them because that's what they were taught in school. That's what they were taught in college from their professors. We had critical race theory and all this stuff that the evil white man and not even just white men, like straight people are bad. And it's going into our media. And that's the only reason why I focused on it, because this is something that I genuinely care about. It's not a grift just because, ooh, there's potential for money. If I showed you guys how much I make off of this, you would not say I'm a grifter anymore. Okay, I made more money talking about video games. I lost over 2,500 subscribers switching over to this talking point of anti-DEI and stuff. I'm anything but a grifter. The only reason why people call you a grifter, guys, and any of you guys watching this, is because they don't like what you're fucking saying. That's their cope, ultimately. So yeah, Smash goes on to say, all mentions of pronouns have been completely removed. The application form is refreshingly simple. So that's good. And here's a banger fucking line. Pronouns don't pay bills. I love that. I fucking love that. I'm going to fucking tweet that tomorrow. So a studio at Crossroads, it says Remedy is known for crafting deeply immersive, story-driven games. Fans loved Control and its strong female protagonist. Proof that Remedy can indeed create compelling, diverse narratives without pandering. Exactly. And it's not the problem that we have a female protag. It's not, because some of these fucking wokies think, oh, female protag, can't wait for these grifters to rage about it. That's not the fucking issue here. All right? It goes deeper than that. If the only merit of a female protag being a protagonist is that they're female, you've already lost. Give me some good writings. Give her some good character traits, some good fucking weaknesses, character development. Write a good story around it that makes it fit beyond just, oh, it's a female. All right? You could tell just by looking at a trailer these days or gameplay or whatever, that a game, when it panders to a fucking little woke audience or when it has good merit behind it. You could tell. You can absolutely fucking tell. And if most of your developers and most of the people that work for your company are crying about sticking it to the chuds and pissing off Elon like Obsidian Entertainment said and all this crap, then you've already lost. the first thing that you should be doing as a development studio is focusing on making a great fucking game. What happened to that? What happened to just making a good game is what I want to know. So continuing on, it says the team stumbled badly with the direction they took with Alan Wake 2, both financially and reputationally, as frustrations boiled from divisive public comments and external influence. And again, I played Alan Wake 2 on the channel. I talked about it. I reviewed it if you want to go check my thoughts on it. It had potential. The atmosphere was great. There was good graphics. Stuff was scary as fuck on it. It was a little intense. It felt like a slog. But there was definitely some choices there that I was like, yeah, this ain't it, Chief. So going on, it says, hopefully the Alan Wake 2 debacle has served as a big wake-up call to everyone over there. Hopefully. Remedy can't afford to alienate games further, especially in a competitive market where players have been increasingly rejecting woke narratives and demanding quality gameplay and storytelling. So he asked, what's next? While the removal of pronouns from job applications is finally a step in the right direction, which I completely agree. And again, like I said, I hope it just wasn't a one-off thing that they did in the middle of, like, construction on their website. I hope by the time this video comes out, we don't suddenly see that the pronoun selector is back on there and some more stuff. I really hope this wasn't just an accident where they haven't put it back in after updating their website, because then it makes us look like idiots. But if they really truly did this, guys, it's a fucking great sign that they're looking to make good. And ultimately, I think that's what companies should be doing. You should constantly be trying to make good for your consumer. It goes beyond identity politics. It goes beyond, ooh, let's piss these guys off. And stop it. Why are wokies so vindictive is what I want to know. Why? Oh, well, the rage bait grifters and they're hateful. No, I'm chill. I'm chill as fuck. And some people, why are you just crying? No, it's opinion. See, that's the thing is they think giving an opinion that doesn't agree with what they think is crying. Whatever happened to having a dialogue, a conversation, a two-way conversation where there's multiple perspectives, where somebody could be like, dude, I think pronouns. I think pronouns are kind of cringe. Why do I need them on my job application? Why do you even need to put what you identify as on there? Yeah, some of them have a male, female stuff, but why? Why do you even need that? Why does what you identify as matter if you qualify for a job or not? It's because they have all these weird, woke little fucking DEI initiatives in their companies to make people feel represented, and they have to meet quotas and crap. Okay, so I hope Remedy is getting rid of that. If they get rid of that, that's a slow step, a slow process, in my opinion, to where I'm like, all right, I'm slowly going to start giving a little bit of leeway. But trust me, when it comes to entertainment, I don't hold my breath. All right, I have to see the next game they put out. I don't even know. Have they announced another game? I might have been blind. I don't know if I saw a Remedy Entertainment game trailer at the Game Awards or even at Summer Games Fest. Do they even have anything coming up? Or are they that out of financial fucking burden because of Alan Wake 2? Who knows at this point? But yeah, it remains to be seen if their hiring practices will actually reflect a genuine shift back to prioritizing talent and skill over ideological quotas. And I agree on that. I want not just Remedy, I want other companies, which we've seen Rockstar have some red flags now. We've seen Obsidian. We've seen Ubisoft, for God fucking sure, Ubisoft. I think it's going to take Assassin's Creed Shadows failing for Ubisoft to wake up. I think it honestly is. So I'm counting the days on that. I'm honestly counting the fucking days on that. And Smash goes on to say, if Remedy wants to preserve its legacy and financial viability, these changes must continue to happen. Again, it just really depends who's in charge at this point. It really does. The studio has proven its capability to succeed in the past, and a pivot away from divisive narratives will help Remedy regain trust from its once core audience. I completely agree with that. For now, this small, but don't get it twisted, significant shift is great news for the entire game development community, and a great reminder that quality games, not agendas, are what helps keep studios alive. So, banger fucking article here from both Smash JT and from Park Place. which let's see who wrote this one. Montanaro. So good on them. I'm used to John F. Trent writing for Park Place, but I think he moved on to Fandom Pulse, which I completely agree on all of this. Again, if you've been watching the channel for the last several months, we've been covering this type of stuff. We've been covering how studios are just being infected with this woke DEI stuff. I know it drives the wokies insane when you say wokey, or have it on your thumb. But guess what? Stop being fucking woke. Okay? Stop it. What else is he gonna phrase? Okay, let me change it. Stop having this weird sense of toxic, diverse positivity. Okay? Because this isn't how the real world works. Okay? That's how clown world works. And if you think that's hate speech for me saying that, too bad. Okay, that's how clown world works. That's why not just the gaming industry, but the film and TV industry are suffering at this point, because people are looking more towards DEI and initiatives and meeting quotas and hiring untalented people just to check in boxes, instead of worrying about hiring the most qualified people for it. People that actually know how to write, people that actually know how to do stuff. Doesn't matter the color, doesn't matter the gender. I shouldn't fucking hire somebody based off of who they fuck, right? I shouldn't be like, oh, we need gay people. Do you suck dick? Let me hire you. It's nobody's business who you sleep with at a workplace. But these people want that. It's so I don't get it. I legitimately don't get it. Call me naive, call me fucking archaic, whatever you want to call it, chauvinistic. I don't care. All right. I hope the world is starting to open its eyes, and it seems like it does. It seems like it's literally waking up, and it's truly being woke, which is actually being anti-woke, which is actually being like, hey, maybe this stuff of, hey, progressiveness and stuff, maybe isn't really as progressive as we thought, because it literally kills creativity. It literally kills art. It literally holds back good writing. It literally holds back actual people doing their jobs, because the people in charge are more focused on getting woke clout. They're more focused on identity politics instead of actual real entertainment. And it's everywhere, and you can see it everywhere. You can feel it. And everything has been failing. I mean, look how damaged Star Wars is at this point. Look how damaged gaming is with some of the top franchises in the world. Assassin's Creed might actually be done. Dragon Age might actually be done. Alan Wake might actually be done. GTA, depending on how the next one happens, might actually be done. Saints Row might actually be, like, all of these companies, people hire brand new people that have this new beliefs and stuff, and then you'll see them pitch in their trailers like, from the studio that brought you this and that. Yeah, well, those people are gone. Okay, you're living off of their name and what their reputation was, but then you're going away from the source material. You're moving away from it so you can put your personal politics and beliefs into the game, and then you wonder why people don't fuck with you anymore. You wonder why gamers tune out. It's because we don't want that. Oh, well, you shouldn't feel entitled to entertainment for stuff that's not made for you. So who is it made for? I've never once in my life have grabbed a concept of not making stuff for your main consumer. When you make stuff, whether it's a YouTube video, music, whatever, you look at your core demographic and you lean into what they want. You lean into who your audience is. And if your audience for a video game company is white males from the age of 25 to 44, you make stuff for them. It's not about, oh, we need representation, all that. You're going against the fucking grain, and you're turning away your fucking, what makes you money. It's that simple. It's that fucking simple. Anyways, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Good video today. I actually enjoyed it. What do you guys think, honestly, about Remedy? I know it seems like a small step. I know it seems like something that's irrelevant. Again, I think the world is healing. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Feel free to sound off. And if you're not subscribed yet, we're really close to 94,000 subscribers. I don't want to try to beat it over the head of you guys, but let's hit it. Let's fucking hit it. Smash JT just hit 100,000 subscribers, so kudos to him. He surpassed me. He got 80,000 subs this year alone. I'm next. I better be fucking next. So sub to the channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching as always. Take care.